Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another VeVe and Ecomi video. And in this one, we're going to be talking about how to get rich and build wealth using VeVe NFTs. So this is actually going to be a great video because there's so much undervalued on this platform right now. And a lot of people are going to start getting woken up to this, but there is still an opportunity right now. And there's a new opportunity every single week. And that's the best part about this platform. So we are in the early days of this project. So years down the line, collectibles are still going to be coming out, and we are only in season 2 right now of their drop schedule. So when it comes down to their drops, all the earlier on seasons are going to be some of the stuff that's most valued 2-3 years down the line. So you can build wealth today collecting some of the more valuable IPs and things like that, and then years down the line when people get on to the platform and want some of the earlier things, you'll already hold some of this stuff. But there's even better flips, like just short-term opportunities as well. So we're going to be going over some of these. One of the slept on things, like, well, comics. Obviously, everyone knows how big the comic industry is. There's some slept on gems in here that people are not really focusing on right now. And one of the biggest ones that slept on, we're going to go to it here. It's the Avengers number 8, but we're going to find the common. Where's the Avengers number 8? Where's the common? This one right here. So as you can see, this is priced at $200. Now, you may be wondering why this is priced so highly. I know that there was some YouTubers who didn't think that who thought this was overpriced, didn't know that this would be what it is today. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, it was only 6,000 editions of this cover. So obviously this is more scarce than some of the other ones. But at the same time, there's a misprint. So when it comes down to these comics, there's actually misprints in these comics that's going to make them more valuable, is what people are saying. So I will say that I am not, I've just gotten into collecting. I can't say I'm not a collector anymore because I have like over 100 something collectibles. So yeah, I'm newer to collecting, but this is what's going around from a lot of the experts in the comic space. They're saying that this is the first misprint in VeVe history where there's multiple covers in every single one of these. So yeah, this is why these are priced so highly right now, and even at the common level, because usually commons are not worth this much. When you go down to the common level, the commons are never really worth that insane amount, especially so fast, because it's really only been like a week for that. Look at this. If you look at all the other comics that's out here, look at all the other commons, even this one has been out a while. It's only at 11. Like, you look at these comics, like there's no other comic doing what that comic is doing, and that's why. It's a misprint that's happened with that comic. And yeah, people feel that that's going to make it super valuable. Like, even the first appearance of Loki isn't that valuable. So it's some gems here still. But I will say, in the future, a lot of these NFTs, when you think about NFTs and these comics, this is the first time these things will ever be minted on the blockchain. And VeVe, all of this stuff is going to be valuable. So when you look at how many editions are in some of these overall, let me see. Let's go back to let's go to like let's go to Deadpool. Let's go to the Deadpool here. Let's look at how many is minted. 48,000 editions. So look at how popular Deadpool is. There's movies that come out for Deadpool almost every year or every other year or so. Like, Deadpool has a lot of content that comes out about him. He's becoming more and more popular. He's already super popular. So this is $11 right now. Chances are, like, this is going to go up in value at some point. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be $1,000 comic at any point, but it's going to be worth more than $10, $10 or $11. So this is one of those comics where it's easy to see why people will go through buying these up, because you can say that it'll probably go to at least $20. But let's talk like the comic area. I'm not an expert when it comes down to the comics. This is just stuff that makes sense to me, like certain characters, like X-Men, all this stuff, like X-Men. Come on, X-Men, I feel like X-Men is huge. So I feel like this could be valuable. But when it comes down to the collectibles, there's specific things that are key to look at. So when you look at something like this, first appearance of Spider-Man. The first appearance of Spider-Man, let's look at what people are pricing these at right now. So look at this, 44 gems, 44 gems. Now, what people are saying, like, the reason that these are valued so low is because, look at this. So when you look at the 32,000 editions, people think that that's a huge number, because in the, I guess in the collectible, well, not in the NFT space, That does seem like a big number, but the reason that numbers are lower in the NFT space is because these are IPs that no one's ever heard of. It's random art from random artists, and it's not actually something valuable. When it comes down to Spider-Man, Spider-Man has millions, multiple millions of fans across the world. Spider-Man has an insane amount of fans. So when you think about 32,000 total, that's a very, very low number when you compare it to multiple millions, like maybe tens of millions. So it's almost anywhere in the world, people know who Spider-Man is. So when you consider this and consider, like, chances are this is going to go up from $40. Because this started at $40. It started at $40, and it's only, somebody's pricing this only at $4 above what they bought it for. A lot of people are pricing it like this, 40, 45. Like, honestly, Spider-Man is one of the biggest heroes in the world. So this is an opportunity right here. This is an opportunity to buy a lot of these, and they're going to be more valuable in the future, I would say. But I'm not a financial advisor. This is just the stuff that makes sense to me. So this is some of my strategy. This is some of what I look for when I'm looking for a collectible to just put a bunch of money into. First appearance. Like, no matter, like, let's say that other companies get the Spider-Man license one day in the future or something like that. Let's argue that, okay, there's going to be competition one day. There will never, ever in the history of the crypto space and the world, there will never, ever be a first appearance minted on the blockchain of Spider-Man again. The VeVe has the first appearance. This is the first appearance. Like, when you see that F8, that's very, very important. That's very key and very valuable. There can never be a first again after this. So the first time Spider-Man has been brought to the NFT space was on VeVe, and it's right here for $44. for $4 more than they even posted it at. So, and this isn't a video to explain the value of NFTs. If you don't know why NFTs is valuable, you're not going to find that out in this video. You can look at maybe some other content or something, but yeah, I'm not really going to point that out. But here we go here. Oh, this is the first edition, but look at how low these are priced at. If you don't know, they say that Ultraman is the equivalent of Superman in Asia. So Asia has not even really been introduced into the VeVe app yet. So these are priced at what, $38, like $39 here. And this is probably, oh, this is just a poster. Like, what was this priced at? This is less than when it first came out. This is less than what they sold for, like what they sold this for. So these posters are going to be huge once the Asian community jumps on this platform. Let's see how many they are. 7,800. 7,800. You know how big Asia is? You know how huge Asia is, and it's only 7,800 of these. So this is what I mean when you look for the key things. But it obviously, when you're looking for things, it depends on what's your goals. Like, do you want to hold for a couple of years? Are you willing to hold for a couple of years? Because we probably won't get established on VeVe in China for like a year or two, maybe. They already are working on it right now, but it won't become a big deal for some time. It's going to take some time. You have stuff like this that's probably going to go crazy on OpenSea. This type of stuff, I can't tell you about. It is a first appearance. I can't tell you about stuff like this. That this is not the type of stuff this is the stuff that's questionable for me. I'm not at that level where I understand if OpenSea is going to take that to the moon and stuff like that. I'm pretty much the state the obvious guy when it comes down to collectibles. So something like this, let me show you. Actually, not this one, even though it is a first appearance of Mirror. I don't know how popular that character is, but let's take it even further. I know how popular Supergirl is. So $640. Do you think Supergirl is going to stay $640? The first appearance of Supergirl ever is $640 right now. So this is something that you could probably expect to double in value at some point, at least. I feel like this will double in value minimum at some point. Supergirl is a huge one. Let's look at some more. Let's look at some of my favorite ones that I keep an eye on. All of these, the Captain America's, like right here. Where's this one right here? Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is freaking $13 right now. First appearance. This is Marvel, first appearance. And let's see. It's 28,000 of these. 28,000 of these. Now, this may seem like a lot, but when you consider how many Marvel fans are in the world, millions, how many tens of millions of Marvel fans are in the world, this number looks like a lot less like a lot. And like look at all the other ones as well. So if you check this out, first appearance as well. And this is on this, these are going for, let me see, where's it at? These are going for $31. Okay, so these are priced a little bit higher, but I mean, still low, still low. This is the first appearance of Bucky Barnes. First appearance there as well. And actually, this is, let me see. This one is super slept on in my opinion. Now, this is a first appearance of Marvel, and I'm pretty sure this is a first appearance, and it's the first black guy on the VeVe platform. This is the first black guy who has been put on the VeVe black platform. So this is big. This is a big key point in history, because if you actually look into the history of comics, there is actually something on Netflix that talks about the comics and that industry and the collectors industry and things like that. And they were talking about how huge, how historical it was, like when it was like introducing black people into comics, and they didn't even have the right colors. Like black people, when it first started, was coming out looking more like stone and rocks and stuff, because they didn't even know how to get the color right. So like when the true collectors and more people start to get on here, they'll value things like this. So this is the first guy who's been released. This is a first appearance. This is Marvel. Like, it's so many reasons for this stuff to go insane. So this is literally Captain America. And also, this is the first time this has been introduced to the world. This is Marvel licensed content created by VeVe themselves. So this, no one in the world, you can't get this on any other platform. VeVe introduced this to the world, this style of art when it comes down to this content. So that's another, these are some gems. Like, I know it came into a, it came in the little, the blind box format, but don't sleep on it just because it seems like a lot right now. So if you look at all this Marvel stuff, chances are it's undervalued right now. Look at the, and I'm going to the comments. The reason I'm going to the comments because they're probably priced the most reasonable. And these are some, like, this is the first Captain America that looks like this, I guess. It's not a first appearance, but I mean, chances are this is going to at least double in value. So, I mean, it's Marvel. Like, when you think about the fact that it's Marvel and it's not that many of this content, this is the stuff that I look for. This is the stuff that I look for. And I think that people sleep on a lot. Let's look at the Spider-Man commons 44. Yeah, Spider-Man's commons 44. Let's see what the rare is at right now. 125. That's a super cheap rare in my opinion. I mean, secret rare. It's cheap for some people. It's cheap for some people. The thing about the secret rares and what's going to make them super valuable is that there's only 1,000 people in the world who will ever have a full set of the Spider-Man. So it's only possible for 1,000 people to ever have the full set. So that's what makes that valuable. So when it comes down to the secret rares, that's a different ball game. You play in a different league. Superman here. Superman it's $1,000. I would say that based on Superman's notoriety, even that's undervalued, but I understand that people ain't trying to drop thousands on the Superman right now. Then you go down to the Batmans. The Batmans, who's like, Todd is the one that people talks about how, oh, this actually has gone up in value. Last time I looked, it was like around 500. So Todd is going up. Todd is finally getting his respect. Joker, first appearance. This is a first appearance Joker. First appearance Joker. I feel like this is going to be super valuable in the future as well. This is first appearances. Like, I would go through and look at affordable first appearances and realize we're only in season 2. So if you really want to get some collectibles and flip them, go like hold for like 3 seasons. Hold for like 3 seasons, or make some good flips when you see a price point that makes sense for you. Like some of these things, like for instance, I have the Spider-Man Ultra Rare. I have the Spider-Man Ultra Rare, and I got it from the drop. Like, I literally got it from the drop. So if you go to the Spider-Man, well, the secret rare, I meant secret rare. I have the secret rare. I got it from the drop. And as you can see, this is $7,600 floor. This is a $7,600 floor. So if I wanted to, I could literally flip this right now and at least get like 6,000 for an instant sale. If I drop this on here for 6,000, it's an instant sale. But I'm just gonna hold it. I'm holding my collectibles and letting it go up over time. Spider-Man is one of the most popular heroes in the world. And once again, like, if you look at this, a thousand. There's only 1,000 editions total. Only 1,000 people out of the millions and millions of Spider-Man fans, the tens of millions of Spider-Man fans, only 1,000 people will ever be able to have a full set. Only 1,000 people ever will be able to have a full set. These are going to be insanely valuable. So, yeah, I think that right now this is a good flip. So even people who out here just want to flip, you don't care about the long term, where this stuff can go in the long term. You could grab this stuff and hold, which is that's my personal strategy, or you could be flipping. You could be flipping. You could flip your way to some into some great deals, because right now I feel like you do some flipping on VeVe, you get this amount, and then you buy this, and then you hold like that. That's a way to make some returns too. I feel like so. It's really just going down when it comes down to making money and building money in the NFT space. You have to look at what's valuable, and VeVe, the VeVe platform, makes it so easy to find out what's going to be valuable, because this is all brands that everybody knows. This is like common sense stuff, because you know Spider-Man, you know Superman, you know Batman, you know how massive their fan base is. There's not much speculation around it. There's millions and millions and tens of millions of people who love this. So if you understand that the NFT space is going to become more popular down the line, if you understand that the NFT space is going to become more popular down the line and things like that, if you really get that into your head, it's like you understand that at some point the world is going to turn to NFTs. And when they do, collectibles are going to become a big deal. This is going to become huge. And the NFTs that's licensed and has IP, which VeVe brings to the table, VeVe is the only place you can find such easy flips. You know what Back to the Future is. You know what Back to the Future is, hoverboards and things like that. I think this is the most popular one here. They're going for $45 right now. The hoverboard. Everybody knows the Back to the Future hoverboard. Only 7,000 of these. And there's probably millions of Back to the Future fans. When you look at ultra rare, let's see how many people will ever be able to get a 3,000. Like 3,000 people will only 3,000 people will ever be able to have a full set of this. That's not a lot of people when you consider the fact that these have millions of fans. So, Powerpuff Girls. You look at some of the Powerpuff Girls, like Donnie is going crazy. Like Donnie, he's not underpriced. He's not. I don't feel like he's underpriced. He might be, but I'm not at that level where I can understand if he's underpriced. Look at this, though. First appearance of the Powerpuff Girls. They're like, the Powerpuff Girls has a YouTube channel right now still. The Powerpuff Girls has a successful YouTube channel. Let me see. We can actually go and you can go and do some due diligence. Powerpuff Girls, go to the Powerpuff Girls YouTube channel. 1 million subscribers. They got 1 million subscribers. They get like 36,000. They're still dropping episodes. 36,000 views. 65,000 views. They have a decent fan base, and when it comes down to the NFT space, these are notable names. Like, people know this. Let's see how many views that they have. So billion. They have 1 billion views. So when you look at something like this, and you look at the fact that this is $60. This is $60. So do you want an ad? Like, would you would pay $60 for a game, or $60 for a nice dinner or something? Like, $60 when it comes down to a first appearance NFT of Blossom. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. Bubbles is already at $2.9 thousand floor. Buttercup is at 77. Like, look at how underpriced these is. First off, I don't know why Bubbles is this expensive, but let me see. Let me try to get to the bottom of this. It's only 600. It's only 600 of Bubbles. Yeah, it's only 600 of Bubbles. Let's see how many of her it is. It's 5,000. So it's 5,000 of her. It's only 600 of Bubbles. Okay, so that makes sense. People are trying to go by edition numbers or how many editions there is. When honestly, when it comes down to this, that isn't as important because of how huge the brand is. Now, obviously, at some point, it will matter. And this is why I think Donnie's so expensive. How many Donnies is there? 150. So only 150 people will ever complete this full set. So I think that's why it's huge. This is why this is a huge deal. Yeah, so only 150 people will ever complete that full set. So you just have to look for little opportunities like that. Look for little key details and things. and see what you think is undervalued and will become more valuable in the future. I think that there's a lot of opportunity here on the VeVe app still. A lot of stuff people are sleeping on right now. And it's like even this right here, even the dad bod Batman. Ghost Trap, Ghostbusters movie is coming out. Ghostbusters movie is coming out soon. I think these are gonna go up in value. This was the first animated NFT on VeVe, or was it Ritmo? I don't remember. But this is up there. But this is Ghostbusters, by the way. So like it doesn't really matter. That's Ghostbusters. Here go another Slimer right here. Slimer, less than $100, and a Ghostbusters movie's coming out. And I'm pretty sure there will probably be more Ghostbusters movies in the future. So hold this, like you can pass, this is stuff that you can pass down to your kids, and it can be valuable one day. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain my thought process when going through VeVe, maneuvering, and going for things that I look for. I look for notable things that everyone knows. Like Tony the Tiger right here. Tony the Tiger right here. Everybody knows who Tony the Tiger is, man. Everybody knows who Tony the Tiger is right now. And it's only 70 bucks. At some point, I feel like Tony the Tiger, this is gonna become a little bit more valuable because everybody has walked past, you go to a store, you're walking past a box of his cereal. It's just that simple. So yeah, let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know some of you all strategies and what you like to do, but that's my thoughts on it. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications so you stay updated with everything going on. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out, yo.